Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a... That is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The throw here, and right away he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So here are the Bengals now in great field position to start. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to... As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw. Gibson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking downfield, and that It's caught right side. He's got his man. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 4. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now it's Peterson. After one, it's 9-0. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. He'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. That could be a problem as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gibson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson has got his man. And the ball is knocked out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His second lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
Back to throw now on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals continue to... Here in this first half. McPherson now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of him. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now here come the Ravens. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw on second down, Gibson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3. Touchdown!
A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he is into the end zone and the touchdown record. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strength like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati will give them the season sweep 2-0. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun on 3rd down, Gibson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So, hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already...
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators work so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gibson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Gibson dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Ford. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Gibson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bengals take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get to a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on. McPherson up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And the Ravens taking the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There they'll keep leading. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Got a man on the right sideline. That's Peterson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 3 yards out. And the Bengals look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now.
And Andrews lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. Touchdown, Bengals. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So that challenge, a successful one.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals extend their lead yet again. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guy.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense back out there. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Come on. Hey. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Gibson. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Throwing on first down. Gibson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again. Gibson. And this one taken in on the throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Gibson. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So no one called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
The offense was in fine form. The defense, through the shutout